we're shopping at only the finest boutiques tonight in Phnom Penh, Cambodia.
I'm Scott B. Smith.
This is Untethered, and I'm Wesley Green.
I'm still Scott B. Smith, also on Untethered.
All right, very good. How are you doing tonight, Scott?
I'm great. I'm great to be in a new country. I mean, virtually. I'm
virtually
literally
new.
in the well.
It's actually one of the oldest countries, as it turns out, but that's all right.
Ah, the paradox. It's tearing apart my mind.
And well, we are on our way. These boutiques are supposed to be open in the evening, and let me tell you, we're in the tropics. Cambodia is not a cold country. It's a very warm country. Oh, here we go. We're here, somewhere around the area. All right, hold on. Oops. All right, very good. Yeah, thank you. All right, thank you.
All right.
All right, now we're on this fabulous street, and I hope to scout it out before the episode started, but we didn't do that because we got in some traffic on the way here. Quite a bit of traffic, actually. Anyway, yes, so Cambodia is really hot, so you don't go out in the day and do things. So we are here in the evening. Yeah.
No,
I should say, boutique shopping is not really my thing. I kind of wanted to come here because I read about the street, and it's not the first thing that pops into your mind when you think of Cambodia. So I wanted to see about this street of boutique shops, and kind of start a trend of maybe stuff you don't think of when you think of Cambodia.
Yes, I don't know that I have much pre-established images in my mind or preconceived notions, I guess I should say, about Cambodia, except for the very, very little bit I know about our involvement there during the Vietnam War. It was never a declared war. That's why I'm using quotes.
Oh, right. Okay.
I wasn't like Bernie Sandersing it, you know.
Well, we did attack Cambodia. There was no war declared here either, so it's the theme continues, I guess. So I guess that is probably where we should start our conversation, because I did want to talk a little bit about that. It's obviously the elephant in the room. Haha, elephants, because we're here in Cambodia. They got a lot of elephants here. Not here.
We were just talking about how the elephants were the beasts of burden of historically in Cambodia, not horses. Right.
I wouldn't imagine they've had historically, as you said, a lot of horses. I don't think they used a lot. I mean, maybe they had some. I don't know, but yeah, elephants were the war elephants and work elephants, and yeah, elephants were the thing here. Well, we've got a great view from right here, so this is the perfect time to turn the camera around and show you what we got.
Turn around.
Bright Eyes, is that the next one?
Oh, every now and then I get a little bit closer.
Oh, all right.
Look at that.
I feel like this is one of the better. This is a dense city, like a lot of cities in Southeast Asia. Well, a lot of cities around the world. I mean, outside the U.S., cities tend to be dense, and that preserves the countryside. But occasionally you find a nice park, nice open space like this, and get a really good view.
Yeah.
So this is the far north end of this street, and I think we're going to go walk south to find these boutiques. So let's look at this park first. It looks lovely. Oh, and maybe we should swing over here. That's a pretty cool thing there, huh?
Oh, wow, that's pretty.
Yeah. So what? So you think of our involvement in the Vietnam War? That pops into mind when you think of Cambodia. What else? Anything else?
That's all for me.
Really?
Well, I mean,
Are you just afraid to mention it? Because okay, so I'll mention it. There was a genocide in the late 70s, early 80s. I hope I have that time right. Um, Here in Cambodia, and it's memorialized here in full of different sites. It was an important episode in the history of Cambodia, and it's not. I don't want to, brush past it or blow past it and pretend like it's not important. It is, but I feel like that dominates people's thinking about the country. Is that not right?
I mean,
Well, just speak for yourself. You don't have to speak for everybody.
I don't know much about it. I'll say that.
Okay. All right. Well, then maybe it's just me then. But I remember that from when I was a kid watching movies about it and it being on the news and it was a terrible thing, a horrible event, of course. But I'm afraid that it so dominates people's thinking about put that up there about Cambodia that they think they just have a general negative image in their head of the country. And the truth is, as awful as that was, it was one event, and the country and the culture and the people here are every bit as good a destination for travel as any other Southeast Asian country. So Cambodia is sandwiched between probably what are the two, or at least two of the most popular countries in the world for tourism, that being Vietnam and Thailand. And yet Cambodia tends to get overlooked. Not completely; they have a tourist industry, but yeah, I feel like people really overlook Cambodia, and I just in my head it has to be the association people make with the genocide, which was now 40 years ago.
Right.
And so I guess one of my goals here while we're here, as long as we're able to make these shows, one of my goals is to try and replace that with all the other stuff there is in Cambodia. Because it's really a great country for tourists. There's a lot to do here. It's a small country, but there's a ton packed in. Does that not interest you?
No, it does. I'm just listening. I'm watching the people in the park here.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Is there too much audio-visual stimulation?
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay, good.
I mean, I assume people are tuning in for audio-visual stimulation. So,
well, I hope so. I mean, currently people are not tuning in at all. I kind of didn't think Russ was going to watch this one because he's more into history. I think this is not a historical episode.
Well, also because Russ didn't want to get up at 6 a.m.
Fair enough. Yeah, this is going to be.
I mean, he
fair enough.
Also, he's got to go to work. I think so. He can't make
it
today.
Yeah.
Russ is valiantly continuing in our education system to try to help elementary school kids learn. So,
well, that's good. He's a teacher.
Yes, he's a parapro currently. He retired from 20 years of teaching, and he went back as a parapro, so that he's not quite as many hours in the day, but he still he still puts in a full day. He just doesn't have as much like after school work, obviously, as a parapro. But
I don't know what a parapro is.
They used to be called teachers' aides. He goes in and helps the younger grades at the elementary school. I don't know if he is assigned to one classroom or he floats around a little bit. That's changed and varied over the years in school districts.
Yeah.
But they basically have parapros for younger grades, like the really younger grades, kindergarten through maybe second, and a lot of times for special needs classes too. So,
Okay.
To try to help those kids get a little extra support. So
Okay. Well,
yeah,
that sounds good.
sure.
Sounds
There you
nice.
go. That's that. I don't know if any of that applies to Cambodia.
Well, no, but it does apply to our viewer.
That's
Our
right.
one viewer.
Our viewer, singular.
Yeah. Well, it does occur to me that when there's something here that makes sense for the evening, the live version is gonna miss the East Coast US. It's just no way to get around that, I think.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Look at that monument. What is that to?
I believe this is the Vietnam Cambodia Friendship Monument.
Oh,
But we're
okay.
gonna have to swoop around to find out for sure.
Yeah, those kids look like they're playing a game or something.
Yes, they are.
Is it soccer or what are you doing?
It's like tacky sack, except it's a big ball.
Okay, neat.
And yes, it is the Vietnam Cambodia Friendship Monument.
Wow.
I can tell because the flags.
Well, I guess they're good friends.
Currently, yes. I mean, not that it would be any other way. But...
Well, like you were saying, like if you're looking at a long enough timeline, I'm sure there were times in the past where they weren't, but they are.
Yeah, you don't really have to go that far back, actually.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's like a lady and her two pals behind her, and they've got guns.
I thought. Okay.
There aren't enough guns on friendship monuments nowadays.
Yeah, you don't generally associate the two, but that's okay. I mean, they're not pointing them at each other, so it's
right?
fine.
Exactly. that's the point.
Okay.
Kampuchea. That's the other name for Cambodia. I don't know where we get Cambodia, to be honest. Everyone else seems to call it Kampuchea.
Oh, we just want to be different.
We've got our own style. All right, let's head back over. Let's kind of like you like this.
I like how everybody's roller skates that I've seen so far too are the lighter kind.
Wouldn't have any other kind.
I mean, it's just fun. I don't know what to tell you. For me, I don't know. As someone just watching, it's like, oh, look at all the pretty lights.
That's true. Watching people skate with no light up skates is boring.
Well, it's not as fun, I guess.
Oh, right.
But you know me, if our viewers take anything away from these videos, it's that Scott enjoys moving lights.
We've got them every episode for you.
Yeah. I guess other humans do too, because they're freaking everywhere.
Well, they really are. I'm walking towards the lights too for you.
Don't go towards the light. There are also. I realize this is a park and this is as it should be, but I think I've seen more dogs in the last 15 minutes than I did the entire time you were in Vietnam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dogs, really?
Uh-huh.
I'm not noticing. I didn't. I mean, there are several, so I'm not.
I guess some of those.
Looking.
I guess some of those things I'm seeing now are just like people's bags, but
if they don't run around, there may not be a dog. Now that you said that, I was just staring off at this.
Could be a sleeping.
What looked like a dog until I walked around it, and you're right, it's a bag.
It could be just a sleepy dog. I mean, you don't know.
Well, no, I'm close enough now. I can see it's actually a bag.
Oh, okay, you do.
But it looked just like a dog because you put that idea in my head.
It was a dog-shaped bag.
It was. To be fair, it is one of those trick trick bags that are supposed to fool people into thinking it's a guard dog. That way no one tries to steal it.
It's like those.
Already. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just showing you the light.
What is?
Not really doing anything now. I walked all the way over here. A minute ago, it was the flag of Cambodia.
Wow.
One line.
Look at that.
A lot
It's
of
just
fun.
on the sides of buildings, ladies and gentlemen. Look at there.
Yeah, sure is.
My goodness.
The really tall building off in the distance. I've not noticed that before. It says only. I cannot read that. Too far off. Anyway, it's way off the distance. All right. Well, let's head back towards our street. Our street of
dreams.
That's right. Street of dreams and shopping. Maybe as long as your dreams are shopping. Let's walk along the edge of the park. So Scott, what are your expectations for Cambodia?
I don't really have any, I guess. I don't know what to expect, so I don't know enough about it to have any expectations.
All right. All right. I wanted to take a minute. This seems like the minute to do it. To mention that we never really got off a proper goodbye to Vietnam. We got ushered out so quickly, and I was never quite sure that the next episode was because I kept staying an extra week.
Right. Yeah.
So I never really said goodbye to Vietnam. It's been fun.
Aloha, Vietnam.
That's right. But I will say one thing I wanted to mention was, and I don't think I can put cards yet for links outside of YouTube on the videos. But this is why I'm saying this maybe this isn't really the right episode to do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and cram it in there because I don't want to forget. I had so much help while I was there, the 2 years that I was there. First with like the visa stuff and the hotel I stayed in, and then the apartment I got later, and all those people. Well, some of them asked me to, let me know, for me to let my friends know who might be coming, that they could use their services. And
right.
I want to post that in the, I guess, I don't know, should I post it in the comments or the description? What do you think?
I don't know. I guess the show description maybe. You could always do a pin to comment as well. I don't know.
Pin to comment?
You can pin a comment to the top of the list so it always appears first.
All right. Okay, that's what I'll do. So at the top of the comments, I will post I'll pin a couple, because the lady that helped me with my visa was also the same lady that ran restaurants and hotels, and I felt so bad for her because she lost a lot of her businesses in this pandemic, and I just wanted to post the hotel that I know is still open of hers. It's not the one I stayed at. I mean, that's where I stayed when everything first started shutting down, and I first found out that I couldn't get back into China. Look at this.
Yeah. What is that?
Some kind of temple. I mean, I guess it's a what? I just don't know the name of it. Can you see the big one in the background there?
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
It's a lot of what?
It's a lot of what you want.
If you like some religion.
If you godlike
It's what
religion.
you want.
It's pretty impressive. I mean, maybe they're open during the
Yeah.
day. I don't know.
Yeah,
Pretty
it is
cool.
impressive. That's very different from what we were seeing in a lot of what we're seeing in Vietnam too. This looks very
Right.
local, very much as though it sprung up from local culture, whereas a lot of the what we were seeing in Vietnam was left over from the French. You know,
Yeah, that's true. Well, we saw
so
some Buddhist sites too, right? Yeah.
we did, yeah, but yeah, we did. But
Yeah, there's not as much French influence in the architecture here. Not as much. It's here, but it was this area was less. This country was less developed by the French, for sure. Um, but also, I mean, Cambodian culture or Khmer culture goes back. Oh wow, more stuff. Goes back a lot farther. So there are
wow,
ruins in this country that go back a long, long ways. In fact,
look
Thailand.
at that.
I'll try and back up so you can see it better.
And those just aren't the kind of shapes you see in like traditional, like Western European architecture. You know, it's very round, a lot of
Yeah.
curves.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Also, you'll notice, maybe you can't see it. I'm gonna go back and get closer again now. Oh, yeah, I don't think you can see it, but can you see the Naga head?
Where?
No, that's all right. I don't know that I can point it out. It's on the
What?
corner of this little archway. Okay, that's all right.
Yes. Yes, it
yeah,
is a multi-headed Naga statue. Yes,
yeah, that's all
I
right.
kind
That's
of
right.
see
That
it.
was.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we'll find some closer to see. They're on everything, so you'll.
I
We'll
was
not.
I was just reading about Nagas maybe a month or so ago, doing some research.
Yeah. Oh, cool. And what were you reading? Anything that stuck in
Just
your
like
head, or?
what they are and how they're represented in different religions and kind of.
Okay.
You know.
Are they in other places besides here?
No, well, I'm sure
Oh,
they're in other places, but it's it's like a Hindu Buddhist
Hindu thing.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So the Khmer culture was Hindu in very far ancient times, and when Buddhism got started,
yeah.
they converted. So a lot of the temples here, especially ancient temples, will have been Hindu at one point, and then converted to
Well,
Buddhist
I mean
temples.
the Buddha himself would have, I imagine, started
Been
his
Hindu.
life as a Hindu. So
I would think so. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they definitely
You
the
are
two
correct.
religions share some commonalities, just as the Abrahamic religions share a lot of commonalities. If you
That's right.
look, so
That's right. And maybe that's why I've heard Buddhism be described as an atheistic religion, meaning it doesn't really address the existence of an almighty creator. It's because that's kind of already taken care of in Hindu belief. So they don't really talk about it. Now, of course, if it's merged with some other religion, then it'll have that part of their religion. But sorry, I had to take my mask. I was mentioning it's much hotter here than it was in Vietnam. Yeah, so it's just like Buddhism is about introspection. It just doesn't address external things like gods or other deities and stuff like that. But like a lot of religions, of course, as it has the different versions of it have different details.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Does that
Yeah.
make any sense?
Yeah. Different people different truths and beliefs have been revealed to people as time goes on.
Yeah, and
Religious leaders.
yeah. So a lot like the way Catholicism will adopt former gods or deities when it spread out to other parts of the world, and they would just become saints in Catholicism. Buddhism, because it doesn't say anything about a god, it just meshes nicely with whatever religion is already there.
I don't know that they took on any like other deities as saints, but I mean a lot of festivities and holidays and that sort of thing, kind of, especially pagan traditions were merged into the traditions of the Catholic Church early on to try to ease them into the pagans and into Catholicism. That's the reason
Right.
there's a Yule log. That was a pagan sort of thing. The Christmas tree. I mean, there were no
Right.
Christmas trees in Israel.
They didn't put up a tree.
They didn't. I mean, they had trees there, obviously. I mean, Jesus was a carpenter, but it's hard to carpent when you don't have any trees. But
It seems like that would be a prerequisite.
I don't know how many fir trees they had in that climate, but
Right.
they certainly weren't like putting candles in them and stuff. That dry, humid. I mean, that dry air seems like a real fire hazard. But a lot of that stuff,
Right.
and the association of new eggs and new little baby bunnies and baby chicks and that kind of thing for Easter. For Easter,
Yeah.
that's a pagan. That comes from some pagan influence. Spring renewal and that kind of thing. So it happens. Yeah, absolutely.
But you're saying you don't think that former gods or beliefs turned into saints in Catholicism? Have I got that wrong?
I don't know
I mean,
if
I
you
get a
have
lot of
that
those.
wrong, but I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm
I
not
guess we'll have
saying
to
that
find out.
I'm not saying
Oh,
that's wrong, but
okay. All right. This would have been the perfect spot, and I was distracted to look for tuk-tuks and okay, that's what my app. See that thing going by?
uh-huh.
That's what my app calls a rickshaw. Now look at this one. Okay, that one it lists as a tuk-tuk, but that seems backwards to me. I know there's no one watching now. If there's any person in the future watching and who knows more about this than I do, please put your 2 cents worth in because I find I just think that app it just seems so backwards. The thing that has a motorcycle, we'll try and see if we can get another one. The thing that has a motorcycle pulling something is the thing they're calling a tuk-tuk, and then the one device like those two, those are it's calling a rickshaw. I thought the rickshaw was the thing that got pulled. Now, granted, it's a motorcycle rickshaw now today, the other one, but that just and also I'm sure those are the things that is exactly like what you see in India that everyone calls a tuk-tuk. But the app has it backwards. But
I thought the
like
rickshaws were pulled by people.
Okay, that's what they're calling a tuk-tuk. I call that a rickshaw. Yeah, rickshaws originally were pulled by people, but if either one of those two devices is a rickshaw, it should be the one that's being pulled by something. That's just me, though. Maybe I don't know nothing. Maybe I don't know nothing. In fact, you can probably drop the maybe. I don't know nothing. Oh, okay. So we're getting in the fancy part of the street now. That's
an
an
art gallery.
Art gallery. Yeah, the gallerist. I don't know if you can see the sign. Whoa. You want to go in?
Oh, I don't know. This might be too
Well,
fancy for me. I don't know.
well, it's definitely too fancy for me. Yeah, he says it can go in. Okay, samakan. Let me.
Is there a fee? I don't know.
For a gallery, no. It's oh, there it goes. Sorry, had to get the. I'm gonna have to.
All right.
All right, well, never mind. I put some stuff on my hand. Sanitizer.
Uh-huh.
But then I realized I'm only holding the camera with the other one, so
Oh,
it's not gonna be.
some parrots and toucan Sam.
Birds of Paradise 2 and 3.
Look at that. Look at the texture on that.
Yeah, pretty cool, right? I wish Angelo had tuned into this or had joined us. Angelo's my arts friend.
Oh,
He know art. I don't. Oh, you know what? You can see the people in that, right?
yeah.
I can barely see them. Like maybe my eyes are just bad. I can barely see them standing in front of it, but when I look on the screen, they're very clear. Weird.
Huh. It's a peacock.
Hmm. You know you hit the fancy part of town when you run into an art gallery.
Yeah. This is great. A lot of red over here. Look at this.
Yeah.
It's very, very bright and striking compared to the last wall we were on. Look at that.
Yeah. That's something cool. This is not oil. What's with the watercolor?
Wow.
This is real art too. You seen the prices on this thing?
No,
That's what determines whether it's real art.
I don't know about that.
But the
There's a bunch
peacock
of
was
hearts.
1800. Ooh, yeah. Oh, she's doing I think it's called an Apsara dance. You can see that, hopefully.
She's throwing out some love.
Yeah.
Just Valentine's Day here yesterday, so that was appropriate.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure this is like buried in the middle of the episode now, but I don't want to forget it altogether. Happy birthday, Erica.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep. It is the birthday. Today is the special day. It is just cool.
This room looks like a trap.
It is.
It's like they draw you in with like these pretty art pictures, and then the floor opens up, and I don't know. There's a rancor down there. I don't know. I guess this is
Right? Are
Cambodia,
you
not
saying that 'cause you
Jabba's
saw
palace. I don't know.
that? That's where it opens up.
Yeah, yeah. See, drops you down in there, and there's a rancor or a lion or just into the sewers. I guess that'd be bad enough.
It could be Star Wars or it could be ancient Rome. We don't know. One of those two things. Cool. That was great.
Yeah. Wonderful.
All right. Head on out. Let's see what else the street has to offer. Oh, they locked me in. Don't know how
See, it was a
doors
trap.
work. It was a trap. You have to know how doors work to get out.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Oh, and okay. We won't go shop the wine, but wine shop.
Thank you to the gallerist in Cambodia for that lovely exhibition that we just saw. Beautiful.
All right, let's move on. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I'm so in our list of links now. Now I got to put got to find their website. I got one. I don't have to, but I would like to do. That was not very nice for this episode. I'm gonna walk over and see what it
So
is. I think it's just. Oh, go ahead.
If you're an art collector and you're ever in Cambodia, visit the gallerist.
The Gallerist, yeah, it's on Street 240. I think. Oh, we'll have to try and say the name again.
If we attract those kind of clientele to our video channel, wow, what a world that would be.
Well, yeah, I don't know what we would do to attract them, but I guess show fancy galleries.
Yeah, sure.
Like moths to a flame. Well,
like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives.
Right. Got it now. Well, as I said, Angelo's my expert. Got my art expert, but if you don't show up he's done 2 episodes. That's more than almost anyone else has done, except you, of course. Him and Yuri are the only ones that have done.
Well, maybe he could come in and look at them later. Watch the video later and put something in the comments for us. That would be good to get some expert analysis on that. That'd be great.
Yeah,
I don't want to obligate him to anything because I first of all don't know him, but if he wants to do that, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, it would be. That'd be great. We're looking for 2 stores. One called A-N-D, but it's obviously a what do you call it when it's the first letter of 3 words? A-N-D. I'll show you what it looks like.
Oh, and that's a acronym.
Thank you. Yes, that's what I was thinking of. But not. And then also this store. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled for those. Great. Actually, most of the stores don't say the name of the street. They just say Street 240. So,
those guys did not want to be on camera.
Oh, did they not?
No, they got up and walked to the other side of the tree and sat back down.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to show people that don't.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. I'm not going to be on. They've seen the show before. It's the problem.
Oh, no.
I don't want to be on that show.
This show's about high-class art galleries. I don't know if I can be on it.
Maybe that was the problem.
Also, I'm wanted for
or they just don't like me.
2 counties over.
Possible, I suppose. Well, they're hiring.
Oh,
here, maybe.
Waiter or waitress. Cigar shop.
It says it's a cigar shop. I said that like I was suspected they were up to something else. So they say.
Working at the cigar shop, yeah. It is full of cigars.
So it is, yeah.
I mean, one would hope.
Well, if it's empty, maybe because they've done such great business.
They're not full of cheese, I hope. It'd be a cheese shop.
Oh, yeah.
Have you got any? Yes. Expecting the answer no.
Well, this is a nice looking thing.
Yeah.
Hello.
Why are you? I don't know why you're hiding behind the potted plant, but yeah. I'm sure they don't mind you walking up.
Oh, okay. It's just a cafe.
Oh.
Nice cafe.
Yeah. Look there.
Oh, they do a breakfast? Okay. Good to know. Okay. Drinks, smoothies. Okay, lovely. I bet this would be a great place to sit in the day. Okay, thank you. It's not busy right now. I don't know if you noticed that. They're lacking any customers at all, in fact.
She was hoping you were going to be a customer, but then you just wandered off. Oh,
Well, I mean, we seem to be at the end.
there's a garage that somebody's
Oh,
turned
okay.
in.
I'll watch out. Okay, thank you.
What did he say?
Somebody's gonna steal my phone. So,
Oh,
I mean, they might. I don't know that they won't. So
I hope that's not
nice of him to be
foreshadowing.
concerned. Was there any foreshadowing in the script for this episode? I didn't see it.
Somebody will steal your. Don't go into the gallery. It's a trap.
Well, you know what he was. You know what he was talking about is I'm walking down the street and I didn't switch hands. I switched sides of the street, so the hand I'm holding the gimbal with was facing the street. So he's right. Like anybody that rides by on a motorcycle can grab it out of your hand. If you just hold it in the other hand, you're good.
Well,
Oh, that's nice.
he's trying to be helpful.
Yeah, he was being helpful. Very nice guy. I thought we were at the end of the street. That's why I lingered so long at that little shop. I was like, well, maybe the rest of the episode is just us sitting having a coffee because but it's not. We can keep going. The rest of the street is here.
I mean, do whatever you want. I mean, if you want to sit down and have a coffee, I don't think anybody's gonna be mad about it.
No, they'll be fine. But I want to see if there is more to the street, and I mean, eventually we'll reach the end, and that'll be the end of the episode. Oh, I can't see at night anymore. I've reached that age.
No one can. That's why they've got all these lights up.
Fair enough. You're the voice of wisdom as usual.
I mean, I guess like other animals can. I don't know, like cats or whatever.
Right, that's true. Some animals are built for night vision.
But they can't tell us what they are. They only speak cat. You know, they can't say, "Look out, someone's going to steal your phone."
That's right.
They're
Oh, yeah.
hiding in the
Well,
bushes.
carrying a cat around at night doesn't help.
It doesn't hurt either. I mean, that cat's your friend.
Well, I don't know. Cats can hurt.
It's true. Having owned
Right, well,
several cats in my life, they can hurt you
they can occasionally hurt you
emotionally.
emotionally.
Yeah.
Like, such as what did the cat do to you, Scott?
I don't know, they poop in your floor. I don't know.
Is that really? I guess it kind of would be emotional to me.
That Siamese cat that we
The
used to
emotion would
have,
be
she
anger.
would do it. I mean, I called. Can I cuss a swear?
Yeah, you
on
can
this?
cuss a swear.
Okay, that I used to call her. Her name was Chelsea, and that was her protest shit. You know, when the litter box was full, it was Chelsea and the protest shit that I would sing to the tune of Josie and the Pussycats theme.
Chelsea and the protest shit.
Chelsea and the protest
It's
shit.
not really a protest. She just doesn't have a place to shit anymore.
She would look
the thing
at
was
you
full.
and say, "This is my protest," basically with her eyes.
Well,
It was symbolic. We
The-
both knew what was happening.
all right. Fair enough. These buildings look fancy even when they're under construction. That's a very modern building. Generally
being-
impressed by the street.
Are they being 3D printed?
I don't think it's that modern.
Oh,
And here's the high-end ritzy gas station.
oh, only the finest petrols for you here at this gas station.
Yeah, well, I can assume they look just like any other gas station.
Could
Some
be.
things are the same for rich people.
Mm. I wouldn't know.
No, I wouldn't either. Well, this is probably a good point in the stream to talk about what we're going to do next stream,
All right.
which is to say it's the one with the meditation.
That's right.
So I've been by there, and I shall go by again later this week. I am no closer to understanding how the meditation thing works than I was before I went.
Right, right.
Because I went there on Sunday morning and there was nobody there. No, sorry, there were monks there because it's a Buddhist temple, but there was no. It's supposed to be for the public, but nobody showed up, so I couldn't tell if like they weren't doing it or maybe just nobody showed up. I mean, there's not a lot of tourists in town right now.
They weren't observing the Sabbath. Oh.
No, I don't. Do Buddhists have a Sabbath?
I don't know. I mean,
me neither.
I think the Sabbath is kind of tied to, for Judeo-Christian religions, is tied to the creation story. So if they have a Sabbath in Buddhism, it would have to be a different sort of origin.
Right. And it doesn't really seem, that idea doesn't seem to go along with Buddhism. Maybe that's just in my head. I don't know. We'll find out. If crowds remain the same when I go, I'm guessing I can pretty much do whatever. They'll probably just say, have a seat. Here's a mat if you want it, which is fine.
It's fine with me. I get the same seat every day.
Then I can show you the room, and then we can have a chat. And it maybe should be a short episode, and that's fine with me if it is with you. I feel like we've moved out of the ritzy part. What do you think? I mean, that looks lovely. It's a lovely. I didn't mean to point at that restaurant and go, well, it looks like we moved past the ritzy part.
It's like we're on the wrong side of the tracks now. It certainly looks like it's a little more utilitarian here.
Yeah, I think we're fading out of the fancy pants part of the street. Actually, let me check the map. This will freeze for a moment. Oh no. Not what we want.
I mean,
it sounds bad anyway.
Depends on the day, I guess. I don't
No.
know.
Well, we can keep walking. It's not left, to be honest. But yeah, we seem to have moved past it, and that's fine. We've had a nice full episode. I tell you what, I've already noticed I have a problem ending the episode because we only do 2 a week. So I'm so excited when we do it. I'm like, well, let's have a 6-hour episode. But that's probably not the best idea.
Oh.
Let's walk and see this last little flashy lights down here.
I mean, I don't think I'll be able to
wrap it up.
I wouldn't be able to stay for 6 hours, but
gosh, Scott, what else is there to say? Do what?
I was just saying I will be able to stay for 6 hours if you want to do like a 6-hour stream, but
you would?
No.
Oh, would not. Okay.
No, I'm not. I didn't. To be clear, this is me not committing to that.
Well, as long as you're sure.
Let me be clear.
Yes. Was that it? That was the whole impression. Just let me be clear.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Obama. I don't know.
Was he ever?
Don't commit to things you aren't going to follow through on. That's just good advice.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you, Obama.
You're welcome.
For that sage.
Yeah, Obama should do.
We got food over here. Let's end on food.
G.I. Joe PSAs. That's what Obama should. There should be an Obama voice doing those. That'd be great.
G.I. Joe PSA.
Yeah, like at the end, whenever they would have like, I don't know, like, look, kids, don't touch that down power line. It'll electrocute you. Hey, hey, kids! If there's a storm coming, you should get out of the lake. You could be electrocuted. Lightning is drawn to water. Just facts.
These are just facts. What can you say? These are just facts. Sorry, I don't do the impression. So.
It's fine.
Uh,
I don't do good ones. I mean, have you heard them?
they were great.
Thank you.
And what should people do if they want to hear more of those impressions?
Probably try to find a better comedian.
No, no, they want to hear more of your impression.
Oh, well, they should certainly subscribe to this channel, and they should smash that like button on the
Smash
video,
it.
and they should leave a comment about these impressions or anything that they feel moved to comment on.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
that's a good idea.
comments below, and share the channel, share this video in all the usual places.
And if they are so excited by this episode that they feel like they want to do even more to help out, I'm going to tell you, I'm trying to learn Cambodian, but I've gone Khmer. The language here is Khmer. But I've gone through the free part of my app, and I would love to be able to pay for the rest of the app so they can donate to the channel. Right now, it's just, obviously we're a small channel, so it's just going to my PayPal. But my link to my PayPal is right there at the top of the YouTube page banner, up top, and also the Twitter and the Instagram, which I usually just post pictures of food. Occasionally, I go around town and get little snapshots and keep updates. Oh, somebody's trying to run me over. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, so they can follow all those accounts. And okay, sorry. And no, it's pointed with me.
I want to tell you something at the door, okay?
Yeah, sure.
I just want you to be careful because
Yeah, that's true.
it's just like a reminder. It's okay. It's nothing wrong. I want you to be careful because people easy to go and from.
Right, on the bikes, they'll zip by. Yeah, I know. All right, thank you. Very nice.
Was she trying to keep you from getting robbed?
She was, in fact. Yeah.
Maybe you're in a bad part of town and we should wrap the video up and you should leave.
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Let's do that.
All right.
Let's tune in. Let's tune in next week, though. I mean, next episode later this week.
Okay.
All right, Scott.
Everybody.
I'll see you then. It's good to talk to you. Bye.
Bye.